Shalom, shalom, Israel. I'm the brother Nagad from the Camp of Prophets in Babylon down in Tampa, Florida. I want to start off by giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. A double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone who teach in real well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, listen, watching truth and sincerity. And I wanted to get into a quick lesson, right? And this is a post from GMS Dedication. It says, fall in love with the grind, the daily work, the little details, the unseen effort. That's where greatness is built. Okay, that's right. Right? We have to fall in love with the grind. Right? The daily work. Put in the daily work for the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Right? Putting out lessons. Right? Putting out lessons. Reading. Right? Going out to camp. Right? That's the daily work. Right? And even in your day-to-day life. Okay? Stand on top of it. Right? Going to work. Right? Getting up at a good time. Right? Being responsible. Right? Your daily work. Not just in the truth, but outside the truth. Right? It says the little details. Right? Like little details. Could be waking up early in the morning. Right? Preparing your day. Right? Getting to read in the morning. Right? The little details. Right? Getting a workout in. Right? It says the unseen effort. So things that everybody don't see. Okay? Fasting. Everybody don't see that. Everybody don't know when you're fasting. Right? Or when you putting in work. Right? When you're going the extra mile that others don't see. Right? That's where the greatness is built. Okay? That's where character is built. The Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua is building your character when you do that. Right? And then the brother put a precept up here. It says Colossians 3 and verse 23 in the NLT. It says, work willingly at whatever you do, as though you were working for the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, rather than for people. Right? So in whatever you do, right, work willingly, as you're working for the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. Right? You go to work. Right? You're not sluggish, but you're just doing your job, right? Going on about your day. Okay? When you're doing this work, the truth, right? That's when you're going into overdrive, when you actually put in that work for real, right? Reading, praying, fasting, right? You doing that, you doing all that for the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You're not doing that for people to be seen, right? That's where the greatness is built, right? Not when you're on the camera on the line. Okay, so what are you doing when you're home, right? Are you only an Israelite at camp? Are you only an Israelite on the weekends? All right, that's what the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is looking at. Seeing if you're working willingly, right? If you're doing it willingly, or if you're dragging your feet, right? Taking your time, right? Making it seem like it's a hassle, right? Because if you are, ultimately, you're just looking to be seen by men, by people. You're doing it for people, right? But if you're doing it for the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, you'll be doing it willingly, okay? Doing it on your own accord. It says, remember that the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai will give you an inheritance as your reward, and that the master you are serving is Yahweh Shai Slot. Right? So if you just keep going, do the work, be sincere and genuine and wholehearted, the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai will give you an inheritance as your reward. Right? All throughout the scriptures, it talks about that reward, the inheritance, right? All you have to do is be diligent enough to make your calling and election sure, right? And believe he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. You have to believe that, right? This is Proverbs 13 and verse 4 in the NLT. It says, lazy people want much, but get little. But those who work hard will prosper, right? Lazy people want a lot, but what are they doing for that, right? Nothing. Lazy people say they want this, want that, want to be this, want to be that. But what are they doing to attain it? Nothing. Right? But those who work hard will prosper. Right? You work hard in this truth. You put in the work, the time, the effort. You will prosper. The Lord is giving you a cheat code to how to endure. Right? Ultimately. This is 1 Corinthians 9 and verse 27. But I keep my body and bring it into subjection, least that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway. Right? So what we preach to others, we have to make sure we're doing it first. Right? We're leading by example. Okay? How can we go out and tell people or tell Jake to get on fire for the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai if we're not on fire for the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai? Right? If we're not doing the little things that matter, praying, fasting, okay? If we're just being sluggish all day, not doing anything in the spirit, nor doing anything that benefits you, okay? Working out, right? doing the things that's unseen. Okay? It says, but I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, right? We keep our body up under subjection, right? We don't let it just run wild, sleep all day, right? Drink all day, right? Be lazy all day, sit on the couch all day, watch TV all day. We don't do that. We do what's needed, and that's having discipline, right? To do what you need instead of to do what you want. It's having discipline. It says, least that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway, right? So we have to be conducting ourselves in a certain type of way, right? Because if we don't, we could be a fraud, right? So